Okay, let's unpack this. Have you ever found yourself, in that mess of cables behind the TV?
Oh, absolutely. The spaghetti monster.
Exactly. Or maybe trying to get a monitor and keyboard working with a PC that's just like slightly too far away?
And then you get flickers or dropouts or just,
Yeah.
yeah, a huge mess of wires.
It's such a common headache, isn't it? Trying to send good quality signals over distance without clutter or controlling things from different spots.
Mhm.
But what if, and hear me out, what if one single cable could do it all? HD video, immersive audio, network, even control your computer across the room.
Well, that's exactly what we're looking into today.
We're diving into a piece of tech that honestly promises just that, hoping to make those frustrations history for you.
That's right. We're taking a close look at a specific device, the WolfPack 4K 60Hz HDBaseT 2.0 extender with KVM.
Okay.
Our mission really is to explore how this thing uses the latest HDBaseT 2.0 tech to simplify some, well, pretty complex connection problems for home, for the office. It's not just another gadget. It feels like a significant step in connectivity, designed to declutter and extend what you can do.
And it's from a company with some serious street cred, right? HDTV Supply, Inc.
Yeah, they've been around.
24 years in the audio-video game. And they're an hdbaseT.org approved adopter.
Which is important. It shows they're committed to the standard itself.
Yeah, not just sticking a label on something. They've clearly been at this a while, keeping up with what people actually need.
Definitely.
So we're talking simplifying complex setups. Tell me, what's the fundamental problem this kind of tech really solves? Because extending signals sounds easy, but...
But it rarely is, especially when you need quality and distance.
Right.
It's exactly that complexity issue, but scaled up. Imagine trying to push, say, 4K video, multi-channel audio, internet, and power to a display maybe 100 feet away.
Okay, yeah, it's a lot.
Without a massive snake pit of cables, signal loss, or fiddly repeaters. Before HDBaseT, getting all that together without serious compromise was, well, tricky, kind of a dark art.
Huh. Yeah, I can imagine.
This isn't just about convenience, though. It's really a fundamental simplification. It makes these high-end setups more accessible, more manageable, without needing an engineering degree.
So that's where HDBaseT 2.0 comes in?
Exactly. That's where it truly shines.
Yeah.
The core idea, the really powerful part, is what they call five-play convergence.
Five-play, okay.
Yeah, think of it like a digital superhighway. Instead of needing like 5 separate lanes for your video, audio, data, control signals, and power, HDBaseT 2.0 puts it all onto one super efficient route. It means you can send HD video, HD audio, Ethernet, control signals like IR and RS-232, and even power.
Power too.
Yeah, power over cable, or POC, all at the same time over just one standard CT6 or TAD7 cable.
Wow. Okay, that is some serious consolidation. And the distance, that's usually the killer, right?
That's the beauty of it, the specific WolfPack extender. It's designed to do all that 5-play stuff for distances up to 330 feet.
330 feet, that's 100 meters.
Yep, 100 meters, using just that single TAC cable. So for you listening, that means way fewer cables to run through walls or under carpets.
Which means easier installation, less cost for cables.
Just less clutter. No more trying to hide 5 cables when one does the job.
Makes sense.
And what's really nice is it's designed for simple plug and play. No complex setup, no drivers, no software needed. Just plug it in.
That's a huge plus. Nobody likes digging through manuals if they don't have to. So, okay, one cable, long distance. What exactly can it do with that cable? Is it just like basic video, or are we talking the full suite here?
Oh, it really embraces the full spectrum. It leverages that 5-play idea fully.
Yeah.
Video-wise, it's pretty robust.
Yeah.
Supports resolutions up to 4K, 4K 2K at 60 Hz. Now, technically, it uses 4.2.0 chroma subsampling for that 60 Hz 4K.
Okay, what does that mean in simple terms?
It's basically a smart way to send high frame rate 4K without needing insane bandwidth. It slightly reduces some color info, but honestly, for most viewing, even gaming, it looks fantastic. A really good balance.
Gotcha. So still sharp, still smooth.
Yeah. Exactly. And it also handles 4K at 30 Hz, super smooth 1080p at 120 Hz, great for fast action or gaming, and even 1080p 3D at 60 Hz if you're still rocking the 3D setup.
Okay, sounds like it covers pretty much all the modern visual bases, but visuals are only half of it, right?
Yeah.
What about sound? Can it handle, a proper home theater audio setup?
Absolutely. The audio side is just as strong. It transmits up to 7.1 channels of high-definition audio.
Nice.
We're talking uncompressed LPCM and the high-end stuff like Dolby True HD and DTS HD Master Audio, so your big movie soundscapes. perfectly preserved.
Okay, good. No compromises there.
And beyond the audio that's like embedded in the HDMI, it also has dedicated optical audio paths and external digital audio options. Gives you more flexibility for hooking up your sound system.
Right, options are good.
And then for data and control, it's a real workhorse. You get 100 base Ethernet.
So internet connection.
Yeah, extend your network connection right to the display end. Perfect for smart TVs, streaming boxes, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then there's bidirectional wideband IR control. So you can point your Blu-ray player remote at the TV, and it controls the player back in the rack, or vice versa.
Ah, okay, that's convenient.
Then RS-232, which is more for professional automation systems, integrating with smart home controllers or office setups.
All right, the serious control stuff.
And finally, that PoC power over cable. Bidirectional 24V PoC. This is brilliant.
Why is that?
Because it means you often only need one power adapter for the whole setup, either the transmitter end or the receiver end.
Oh, wow. So the power just travels down the same C cable.
Exactly. Powers both units. It really makes it an all-in-one solution. Fewer plugs needed.
That PoC feature sounds incredibly convenient, seriously simplifies the power side of things. But I have to ask, running all that down one pipe, are there any trade-offs or things installers need to watch out for with power over cable, maybe power limits or needing really good cables?
That's a really smart question. And yeah, like any advanced tech, there are nuances. PoC is super convenient, no doubt. But it absolutely highlights why using high-quality CT6 or Key T7 cable is crucial. A cheap or damaged cable. That can mess with power delivery just as much as it can mess with the video or data signals.
Ah, okay, so cable quality is key.
Definitely. There are power budgets too, but for a single transmitter-receiver pair like this, it's usually well within the design limits. The main thing is that single cable magic really relies on a quality cable foundation.
That makes total sense. Quality in, quality out. Now, speaking of simplifying, this WolfPack extender has another trick, right? Something that's a real game changer for some people, especially if you're managing computers or trying to hide noisy machines. KVM.
Ah, yes, KVM. Keyboard, video, mouse. Critically important for certain setups.
Right.
This system lets you define which end is the USB host, like your computer, and which is the device end. Makes it super easy to connect your PC, and then it extends that USB connection to 2 USB ports on the receiver unit.
Okay, so KVM extends USB. What does that actually let you do in practice?
Okay, imagine this. You have a computer, maybe a powerful workstation or a server. It could be in another room entirely, maybe a noisy server closet at work, or just tucked away in your home office to keep the fan noise down.
Right, keep the noise away.
Exactly. With this KVM feature, you can have your keyboard, your mouse, and your monitor right there at your desk, all connected through that one single CTAC cable back to the computer in the other room.
Whoa. So I can control a PC that's not even in the same room.
Precisely. Think about the uses. Efficient workspaces where the bulky, noisy tower is gone. Secure server rooms where you want to minimize physical access but still need control.
Yeah, I can see that being huge.
This KVM over HDBaseT 2.0 gives you a really streamlined, high-performance way to do that. Much better than older USB extension methods, especially over these kinds of distances. It genuinely extends your digital reach.
That sounds incredibly powerful, yeah. Really solves that need access but want it elsewhere problem. But just playing devil's advocate, are there any common misunderstandings about KVM over HDBaseT? Or maybe situations where it isn't the perfect solution, like compared to IP-based KVMs?
That's a fair point. One misconception is that HD-based KVM is somehow more complex than, say, basic USB extenders.
Right.
But actually, that single cable approach often makes the installation simpler, especially if you're running new dedicated cable,
Okay.
where it might not be the only answers for super long distances, way beyond 100 meters, or if you need to control, say, dozens of different computers from one spot.
Ah, okay, like a big data center control room.
Exactly. That's where IP-based KVMs, which use your existing network, can offer more scale and flexibility.
Right.
But HD-based KVM really excels for dedicated links point to point, or maybe one to a few within a building or campus. It gives you super high quality, very low latency, and it's really reliable, often without the network setup headaches IP KVM can sometimes bring. It's about the right tool for the job, And for many, this is absolutely the right tool.
That's really helpful clarification. Okay, so we've got the tech, the features, the use cases. What about actually getting one? Practicalities, and what's the damage price-wise for this particular WolfPack extender?
Good question. So this model, the WolfPack 4K 60Hz HDBaseT 2.0 extender with KVM, the part number is HDTV 100PU. If you're looking it up, is also TAA compliant.
TAA.
What's that? It stands for Trade Agreements Act.
Right.
It's often a requirement for U.S. government purchases or big organizations. Basically means it's made in the U.S. or a designated friendly country. It's a marker of quality and supply chain reliability for many buyers.
Got it. Good to know. And the price.
Right, the value.
Mm.
This specific model is listed at $150, which is actually very competitive.
Really?
Wow.
For all that capability?
Yeah. Just to give some context, our research turned up other WolfPack gear, like a ruggedized HDMI KVM extender, maybe $900, or a simpler 4K 60 Hz HDMI extender over HDBaseT, but maybe only to 220 feet for around $400.
Yeah.
So that really positions this $150 model with the HDBaseT 2.0, the KVM, the 330-foot range. It's a very feature-rich option for the price.
Definitely sounds like good value.
And often, as a nice little extra, they offer optional COT Key 6 cables bundled with free HDMI cables. Helps you get everything you need in one go.
Always handy to not have to scramble for cables. Okay, great price, lots of features.
Yeah.
But, with advanced tech, there are always those little details, the tips and tricks that make it work, right?
For sure.
Are there specific installation or operation things people should know to really get the best out of this?
Absolutely. And this is where HDTV Supply seems to go the extra mile. They provide practical guidance, not just specs.
That's good.
To make sure you get optimal performance, a setup without headaches. These aren't just footnotes. They're really key. For example, they specifically warn, don't use EZ45 connectors.
EZ45, what's the deal there?
They're a type of Ethernet connector that's easy to terminate, but the way they work can apparently cause issues with the high-frequency signals HDBaseT uses, especially over distance. Using the wrong connector could seriously degrade your signal.
Wow, okay. That is a crucial detail.
Definitely. They also provide broader HDBaseT do's and don'ts. Covers best practices for things like cable quality, how you run the cables, even environmental stuff that might affect the signal.
Like avoiding interference.
Exactly.
Mm.
And finally, they have detailed operation tips for HDBaseT products with PoC setup steps. A clear step-by-step guide to make sure that power over cable works correctly and safely.
Right.
Why does this matter to you, the listener? Because it means you're not just buying a box. You're getting the info needed to use it successfully, to get all the benefits without hitting avoidable snags.
Yeah, it's about making sure it actually works as advertised in your situation.
Precisely. It's like getting the secret ingredient from the chef, right?
Mm-mm.
These tips can be the difference between success and frustration. Love that analogy.
Okay, so summing things up, what does this all really mean for someone listening? Whether they're a home user tired of cable mess, a gamer wanting smooth remote play, or a pro setting up AV systems, it means less clutter, definitely, more flexibility in where you put your gear, and powerful, centralized control over your video, audio, and even your computer. This WolfPack HDBaseT 2.0 extender with KVM seems like a real solution to those common connection problems, delivering high-quality signals, versatile control, impressive distance, all down one cable. It's about making tech work smarter for you, reclaiming your space, maybe even your sanity.
And if we just step back and look at the bigger picture for a second.
Yeah.
Devices like this, they aren't just about extending signals. They represent this fundamental shift towards consolidating the infrastructure of our digital lives.
A single cable philosophy.
Exactly.
Yep.
This drive to combine all these different signals onto one path. It's a major trend. It challenges us to rethink how we design and manage our connected spaces,
Yeah.
Think about where this could go. This convergence, simplifying even more aspects, IoT devices, smart home systems, all flowing through fewer, more efficient pipes. So the provocative thought might be, what other innovations will come from this push for consolidation? How else might we redefine simplicity in our increasingly complex tech world, all thanks to the power packed into just one connection?